want to walk you through how we inventory, design our garden, source our seeds, and have those conversations that allow our garden to be practical and useful for our homestead. Garden planning is an annual tradition here at the homestead, and my bride and I come together and sit down at the table to plan out our garden and to look at our inventory to see what we need. When it comes to prioritizing what you plant in the garden, this is where a good conversation comes in handy. First, we look at our garden space. Oftentimes when we are designing out our garden, we use simple graph paper and use a 1 foot to 1 square ratio. But this year, my son and my bride used this opportunity to create a homeschool project, and they made a large view of our new raised beds and set it up to scale so that we could have a clear picture of what space we have and what we want to put in each bed. Set up your garden in a way that you don't accidentally overshade some of your varieties with your taller plants. It's also a great opportunity to plan out succession from one variety to another. For example, when the spinach starts to bolt, what are you going to put in its place so that you're not having dead space in your garden? When planning all of this out in the winter, you can make sure that each variety that you have is going to get the proper sun, spacing, and nutrient requirements. You might also want to start thinking about when do you want to do your soil testing and your amendment before you start planting your vegetables. Make sure when you're designing your garden that you prioritize what you're going to eat the most. That's the whole point of having a garden, at least for us on the homestead. My bride does the meal planning, and so therefore she gets priority on what we stick in the garden. My bride reminds me that my kids don't like to eat spotted beans because they look different. What I'm trying to say is make sure you're prioritizing your staples in not only what you eat, but also what you're committing to preserve or can before you start adding those funsy varieties. While you're prioritizing what you want in the garden, it's also important to talk about logistics and strategy. Winter gives you the opportunity to make signs for your garden so that you don't lose track of what you planted. We have young kids that are learning the ways of gardening, and so it is very important to make sure you label everything so they don't accidentally pull it up as a weed. We also grow varieties like ground cherries, and so it's important for the kids to know when it is ripe and ready to eat and when it's unripe and can make you sick. And if you're seed starting, when do you want to start those early season crops indoors so that they're ready to be put in place on time? Now that we've prioritized our space, it's time to do inventory. This is where I get to rummage through all of my tubs and organizers that I've holed away seeds from the past year. These could be seeds that I saved, or it could be seeds that were given to me by friends, or those spontaneous seed buys at the hardware store. While I'm doing inventory, I'm doing a seed inspection. I'm looking for empty seed packets, moldy or shriveled up seeds so that I can remove those from my organizers to ensure my good seeds remain healthy. I have seeds from 5 years back that I continue to save just as a redundancy, and most of the time they germinate with no problem. Now, if you find an ancient seed packet and you're just not sure if they're still viable, you can always do a germination test. Once all of our seeds have been inventoried and reorganized, it's time to figure out where the holes are in terms of our garden needs for our spring and fall garden. Here at the homestead, we use heirloom seeds, mainly because I like to seed save, but you also get a nice variety of unique plants that you might not get at the hardware store. While you can buy heirloom seeds at the hardware store or off Amazon, I have found that if I'm really wanting to get some quality heirloom seeds, there are other sites that work better. If you're looking for high quality heirloom seeds, especially if you plan to use the seeds from these plants year after year, check out Seed Saver Exchange, Johnny Select Seeds, or our favorite Baker Creek or Rare Seeds. Make sure you're looking at the guaranteed minimum seed count, germination guarantees, and if you're buying online, the shipping cost. A lot of times you might get a cost reduction on the seed packet itself, but then they get you with the shipping. So if the snow is blowing outside, go ahead and snuggle up with your spouse and plan out your garden so that you can maximize your yields for the next growing season.